Hello, Womford, and welcome to my first Dune story. In this story format, I'm showing you all the deep desert highlights and telling you all the background stories to it. This week was really quiet in the testing station and the shipwrecks, but we found our enemies often on the spice field. Since a lot of people are leaving the game and the deep desert is getting more quiet, we are always on the search for bigger guilds to fight with, but until then, we fight everyone who wants our spice. We also had some luck finding in the end of the week a 4 to 6 man guild which wanted to fight us. How this ended, you will see during the video. That's all said, I wish you a lot of fun with the Dune story. For good fights, it's essential to have a great preparation. That's why I started my week with a PvP base build. But before I was able to build it, I had to farm first some metal and fuel cells to power everything. While I was peacefully farming, some random player leaked that there are people crawling on H5. After that I decided to go directly for them because it's really near to my building spot and I wanted to go safe that nobody's near there. In this moment I realized that I am having some more enemies. Now I had to decide who I want to focus and I totally wanted the carrier and crawler. Being that greedy could end bad for me because an assault and a scout is already attacking me at this point. But for some reason I started with a full focus on that crawler, which was the wrong decision. The best option would have been to instantly focus that carrier to break his boost, wings, or in the best case his module that he drops the crawler. At this point I just wanted to stay as close as possible by the carrier, so they have a hard time hitting me because if they miss they directly hit the carrier by their own. After I had to take a look back and shooting the enemies, the carrier decided to make a U-turn and go back to the field. But as you can see, he realized that it isn't a good idea to go back. Long story short, I wasn't able to take down the carrier because I hadn't enough damage. That's why I mentioned that I should have focused the carrier directly instead of the crawler. But anyways, it was a good training and one day I will take them down. Because I already scouted a spot, I directly went to it and started my build. Here you can see perfectly my plan. Searching weird rocks which cover any damage from top and confusing raiders where the rock is and where not. So with that they should have a hard time finding the console. Everything else they can find and raid, so I placed them not too near to the console. With that they need to search through everything and won't find all at one place. In addition to that I also make some fake floors that they are getting confused on where to start searching. After building the base, it was finally time to go crawler by our own. It was completely quiet during the crawler action, and when it was full, we wanted to fly back but had to wait until the sandstorm moved away. But what happens next is something you can't imagine. Just keep in mind, I spent over 700 hours already in Dune. At this moment, I realized that I'm totally fucked up. My friend joked that he don't want me on the roof and I wanted to jump into my copter, but this was the wrong decision. No suspensor belt, full panic and no idea how to get away. Welcome to Arrakis Sleeper.
Mach da einfach den... Du hast einen Kopter.
Ja, der ist in der Luft.
Ja, ich meine, wir können jetzt nicht viel machen.
Kommst du zu der Insel da rechts?
Ja, ich sehe den Dingens runter droppen, ja.
Ich sehe das Problem. Ja. Ich bin tot.
Hat er dich erwischt?
Oh mein Gott. Die Unlucky, alles weg. Why did I run into the wrong direction? Why haven't I used my Bindu sprint faster? So much questions with no answers. But keep in mind, you cannot always win. After the huge loss with all my Mark 6 stuff, it was time to calm down, breathe and set the focus on getting back to my gear. Luckily I had some blueprints in stock and a guild member had a new ancient way for me. So it wasn't too bad to get back, but it was a lesson I learned that this won't happen again. Because we needed some resources to get back, we had to crawler once more. While I was heading out to H5 ring mouth, I saw that F3 ring mouth is coming up. With that information we knew that the battlefield is opened when F3 explodes. Until then we went out on H5 to crawler and didn't met any enemies. After the crawler was full, we spotted another carrier with crawler who went to base from F3. Because I got out of the carrier and went into my scout to fight them, but we already knew that we aren't able to take him down because he's too close to the PvE area. But after having some fun while shooting on them, an enemy player obviously had to shit talk us as usual.
What up, pussy boys? Three man cannot down one? Okay.
Carrier against scout, yeah.
Oh,
You maybe need three?
Really bad at aiming.
After that we decided to fight for the F3 ring mouth. Either we farm or nobody. When we got back to the spice field, we spotted the Atreides assault who maybe was the one who was shit-talking us. So we had to teach him a lesson. For sure we were more people, but who decided to farm the closest ring mouth where everyone fights for? While we was chasing some people into the PvE area, we saw that Buggy farming like nothing is going on. So we showed him that he better shouldn't farm here on the battleground. How it is, there was already the next group crawling on F3, so we got directly back to cancel their action. For some reason the carrier pilot was panicking and just left his crawler behind. Why he did this will no one ever know, because he had more than enough time to pick him up and bring him into safety. But maybe he already got so much damage from our dive that he didn't want to risk it. Good for us, so we had another meal for Shai Hulud. The next enemy was weird. We wanted to protect the spice field and spotted a solo scout. We didn't want to fight him 3v1, so we didn't attack him, and instead of moving away he decided to go full in. This was totally the wrong decision. Ist tot, ist rausgefallen, doppeltot. Könnt ihr fangen.
Ich geh looten.
Ich geh ins Safran.
Hier fällt er runter.
Da dachte ich, er kann jetzt ein bisschen üben. After all that action, we decided to crawler once more, but sadly Shai Hulud directly came after we started. While a member of our guild was scouting around, he got catched by 2 enemies and we had to get the revenge. His copter was safe on an island, but before they can push him out, I decided to move over there and save everything. With that decision I found both of the enemy scouts and our lost copter. Both of them wasn't really good in aerial combat, so I showed them how we fight. In this moment, I did the riskiest repair I've ever made. I was totally aware that they can get to me and could shoot me with a rocket launcher, so I was anytime ready to enter the vehicle and fight back. I knew that one scout is totally down, so I had an easy time ending the second one. But these two guys were super cool and actually thanked me for fighting with them, and I let them recover their scouts instead of feeding them to Shai Hulud. Thanks for that fight, guys. On the next day we went to the testing stations to get some Dune Watchers and lasgun blueprints, but we also didn't met any enemies there, so we didn't had any action.
Ich loot's nicht, weil ich habe nur Pech.
3.
Ja, siehst du? Ich hab genau gewusst, warum ich die nicht loot.
After that we scouted a carrier with a crawler on a ring mouth protected by a assault and a scout. So what's the best idea when you're scouting around with your squad? Let's go full in and ruin their farm. Even if we just got the assault and not their crawler. While I was farming with the buggy, I spotted in a short break a carrier going out with his crawler. Because a teammate was in the kitchen cooking something, we decided to wait a bit, let them farm and then attack them. We attacked now a lot of carriers at this time and we really wanted one down. Luckily they was far out in the PvP area, so we finally had a chance to take them out. Let's see now how this fight turns out. Finally, we were able to take them down and thumper both of it. One of them really wanted to save the crawler, but in a 1v2 it's hard to win. But remember the name Alpha Style, it won't be the last time we met us. While we were fighting against two Atreides scouts, they led us to their outpost base. We didn't notice that base, but it was directly behind our base. At this moment we realized that this could be Alpha Style with his group. So we wanted to raid their base and show them why it's better to be a hardcore. Let's see if we were able to take over the base. After the fights, they left their base and we took it over. Because my mates did it, I don't have any recording of it. But this was my first Dune story and I really hope you liked the video. My plan is to do always these weekly story recaps so you can expect a weekly story if something interesting was happening in our week. Thanks for watching guys, stay safe, your Schneck.